So Neville Goddard's favorite technique is called revision, and in this video I'm going to go over why it's so effective and how you can properly use revision to live the life you know you came here to live. Now, one thing that's super great about revision is you can use it to rewrite your past so that you can create a better future for yourself. And something Neville Goddard taught is the past isn't fixed, because the past, or your memories, only exist in your imagination. So what exactly is revision? Essentially, revision is rewriting past events to match your desired outcome. And this isn't delusional, it's intentionally recreating your memories or recreating the state within yourself so it matches your desired future. Because it's your internal experience that shapes your external reality. Now, something Neville Goddard said was change your past and you change your future. And what this means is, let's say you have a cycle that just keeps on repeating throughout your life. You get a big chunk of money, then a big surprise bill comes, or you're constantly underperforming at work or anywhere else. When you revise those past events, they no longer seep into your future. The past ripples or echoes into the future. And this is why revision and knowing how to properly use revision is super important, because it gets rid of those cycles. And something about revision is you don't need to just go through your memories and pick out all the bad ones and make them better. You can take your good memories as well and make those from good, turn them from good memories to even better memories. And the reason why this works is because consciousness is the only reality. Your internal world is always going to be reflected in your external world. So those memories you carry with you, they're echoing into the 3D reality, into the physical. So when you change those memories, you're changing the physical here and now. In other words, the way you remember something keeps you stuck in the state that created that memory. And by changing how you experience that memory, you change your state of being. And when you change your state of being, you change the physical reality. So now we'll go over when to use revision. We already kind of touched on it. If you have cycles that repeat, the same people or situations or experiences show up in relationships or with money or your career or whatever, you can use revision for those. Let's say your boss is getting mad at you for underperforming. Revise those conversations to how you wish they would have gone. And while revision is super useful to use as you're falling asleep, revising your day, just as you're falling asleep, go over the events of your day and revise them, you can also use them in the present moment. And this is when revision becomes super impactful. Rather than waiting till the end of the day to change your state of being, it's something you can do here and now. This applies to manifesting in general. No matter what technique you're using, the most powerful time to manifest is in this present moment. So the most powerful time to use the most powerful technique is here and now. So let's say you get cut off in traffic and, your initial reaction is to get mad or upset. Revise it into maybe you noticed them coming and you gave them a bunch of space and then you both exchanged a friendly wave. That's just one way to use revision to boost your state of being, or to maintain your state of being, or to move into your desired state of being. And there really is no limit to how far you can go with revision. If there's something super traumatic from your past, just take a moment to revise it to how you wish it would have gone. And you don't need to try and force it to make it feel like you've changed the past. But when you revise those memories, a traumatic memory or event, into the way you wish it would have gone, just notice how you start to feel different in the present moment. Because while I do make the claim that it literally changes the past, and Neville Goddard made the claim that it literally changes the past, this isn't about forcing the past to change. It's about allowing yourself to change here and now. And when you make the changes here and now into your desired state of being, the things that will reflect that state of being will show up. Manifestation should never be about forcing things to happen, just about pivoting or giving yourself the space you need to surrender to your desired state of being. Now we'll get into how you can actually use revision. And it's really like any other visualization technique. Let's say your boss is getting mad at you and, they're just getting mad at you. Take that conversation in your imagination, get into a relaxed, sleepy state or whatever you want to do, and visualize the scene or whatever event it was going the way you wish it had gone. So instead of your boss getting mad at you, revise it and imagine your boss congratulating you. And what this does is it breaks the cycle of the past. And like I said, the past ripples or echoes into the future. So when you change the past like that, rather than your boss getting mad at you echoing into the future, now you have your boss congratulating you echoing into the future. And you can take this one step further. You've revised something bad into good, and now you can revise it from good into great. So instead of your boss congratulating you, now you can revise it into your boss giving you a raise. And like I said, this is just like any other visualization technique. Just replay that scene over and over again. It doesn't need to be a long scene. You can just see your boss having a smile on his face, and that could imply a congratulation or a raise. You don't need to go crazy and make a super long scene. Make it super detailed, make it super vivid, and make it feel very real. But it only really needs to be 1 or 2 seconds. And something to keep in mind with any visualization technique, however you're using it, bring as much emotion and feeling into it as you can. But remember, it's not the visualization itself that creates anything. The purpose of visualization is to change your state of being, and it's that change in your state of being that is going to ripple or echo or be reflected in the physical reality. Now, if you're new to revision or you haven't practiced it much, something you can do is, or something you might notice, is that, let's say you had an argument with your boss, and you revise it, but you have a hard time letting that argument go. That's fine. All you need to do is just recapture that feeling from your desired outcome that you revised. Let's say you slip back into feeling like you had that argument. Just remember how it felt to have your boss congratulating you, or remember how it feels to have gotten a raise. You can do the visualization over again, but you don't need to. You just need to consistently surrender to, your desired outcome. And this is what a lot of people mean when they say persist, or when Neville Goddard says persist. It's just a consistent surrender to your desired state of being. So there are a few ways you can play with this. You can practice revising in the moment. Let's say you're in an alright mood, revise the last 30 seconds into you being in a good mood, and then go a step further and revise yourself from the last 30 seconds to being in an amazing mood. Or you can go way back in your past to a really impactful event and revise it into something that was really the way you wish it had gone. And then just notice, how you feel you're showing up differently in this present moment. And don't just focus on the bad memories or the negative things that happened. Remember, you can also revise good things into better things. And generally speaking, that's a better way to use revision, because then you're not searching and digging up old negative habits and patterns or events. You're making good ones better, and better ones even better. So if you have any questions or got any insights from this video, let me know down in the comments. Or if you've had any success with revision, let other people know in the comments. Share your wins and your stories. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.